Hello, Edek. What do you have to catch up on? Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild, streaming on Friday. Hope everything works. I've changed my settings again, and now I want to do a bit of work because was not able to record something today, and I hadn't something on Wednesday, and I will tell you the story of that in a second too. What happened there, but my Wednesday was crazy and not fun. So I've set my settings a bit lower. You see that the stream is at 480p. We talked about that. It's sadly not possible to do anything more, and YouTube even suggests going lower. And I also playing the game in a window right now. Hope everything works. I don't know. I have to change some more settings until we can really go. Why do I see this and why can't I see this? Good. That's a lot better. So I am inside the new big ship. Hello, Kyle Brown. Welcome to the stream. I'm inside the new big ship. So basically the new Duchessa. And a lot of suggestions were made, and I think we will go for Empress. That's not Italian, but I think it's a good thing. Oh, I am getting stutters, and I don't know why. I shouldn't get stutters at the moment because the resolution of the game is really low, and it can only be the software that does that, but I hope it's not too bad here. Let me do a bit of a walkthrough. The target, I don't have a real target today. I just want to stream a bit, talk to you guys, and do something for today, so the week wasn't only Monday. We will do some building here, maybe set up some machines here in the ship, and I just want to show you something that I've worked on in the last few days and tell you what happened Wednesday. My Wednesday was crazy. Not crazy, but my Wednesday was, when it comes to recording and Space Engineers, it was the worst. So I have worked on the front section of the ship. It is also airtight. Most of the sections are now airtight, and where I don't have the ship airtight, I am trying to use airlocks to here around the thrusters, for example. I don't really need air, and so I have some airlocks in place that replace that. So if I need to go there, woo! Thank you, Edek. That's nice. That I do. Raven is worth it. Thank you. That's really nice of you. Never had that. You're the first one. I will always remember that. I say, oh man, people. Okay. Oh man, now I'm speechless right now. Oh man, Edek, that's really nice. I will have to find a way how to handle that, because I can't just sit here and say, oh no, man, that's so nice and cool. So I talked about that in one of my videos, that I want to do, or I wanted, let us go do it that way, You need money for this game. Luca Verhoff. Oh, yeah, sorry, Luca. Your name, last name. I don't. I can't. I would only butcher it. One tip to do that is to get the game is. Yeah, now I need to make an LA class fighter or something. That's a good idea. I need. The best thing is to get it sometimes in the Humble Bundle. That's a good way to get the game. Because the devs have that not all the time, but most of the time. Some one day it's in the Humble Bundle, especially when there's science fiction or something going on. Get it then. Good way to get it. Or G2A. There's a lot of read up on G2A. There's a lot of things going on with G2A. A lot of people pissed off at it, but if you can get it for $10, then just I will not judge you for it. But read up on G2A. Just do that, just to be informed. Good. I wanted to set up a modular nanite factory, and I wanted to. Oh, by the way, I could open my helmet. That would make my life a bit easier. I wanted to set up a modular nanite factory that I can pull out of the ship, then put it on a station or something like that, keep it there, work with it, and if I don't need it at the station anymore, then bring it back into the ship to have a lot less nanite factories in the game. Nanite factories are absolutely cool, but they are one of the biggest sources of lag. So yeah, you have to be careful with the amount of nanite factories that you have in your game. Big problem is the nanite factory as a block is really, really unspecified. It seems. That's really nice of you, Edek. I'm sure that because there's nothing set up like you can store these much materials in there, and you can't. Something is not right with the settings of the nanite factory. So whenever I have put it in there, something happens with the physics of the blocks. So I made a platform, a 5x5 platform, put the nanite factory in the center, and then had, for example, I tried it with pistons, had some pistons lower it out of the ship, then I would disconnect it from merge blocks, and then I could take it away. Problem with it is that whenever I try to pull it in with pistons, the pistons go completely bonkers. The physics for this block, the block, the nanite factory block, seems to be very, very off, and I'm not sure how that works. Then I tried it with having just a platform that I directly connect to merge blocks without pistons involved. But that didn't work out too well too, because I had a 5x5 opening in some hangar doors to make it airtight when I wanted to I wanted to have the ship airtight, and so the hangar doors would just close around the 5x5 platform. That worked out really, really well. The problem would have been that I had to have another platform that I could put in if there is. that would be nice, but no, don't do that. The biggest problem that I had with that is that I tried then to have force fields here. But the problem with force fields is that force fields count... let me show you the force fields. The airtight force fields, basically. They count as complete block. So although you can pass through them, there are blocks in the way. So it was not possible to merge the nanite factory inside of the field, basically. So I would have to have turn off the force field, then bring that thing in, and turn it back on when I don't want to have a platform in there or something like that. On Wednesday, I tried to achieve that. I did 4 recordings. 4. Every time I recorded something, something exploded. I had huge damage on this ship. And the 4th time, I rage quit. It was a real rage quit, but I had footage that I could use. And then I tried to edit it, and I completely lost it when I saw or I heard that the audio was messed up again. And so there was no way I wanted to bring that anymore. So we need to find a way how we could achieve that. The thing is that I have the feeling that if I would move the ship with the nanite factory attached, I could run into trouble with the Clang the Merciless. That's right. I could run into trouble with the merge blocks. I saw that the pistons completely ripped off when I try to use merge blocks with a nanite factory. And I don't want to have a nanite factory sitting in here that at some point could just shear off and fly through the whole ship and destroy everything. So do you maybe have other ideas how we could achieve a modular. Oh yeah, another idea I had was put the whole thing in vertically. That didn't work out too. I tried it with the pistons, and the pistons again sheared off when I tried to pull the whole thing back in through the hangar doors, because the hangar doors don't work like the blast doors. So there's not this small gap that makes it so the blocks are not touching. So we could try it to just use hangar doors, put it in vertically, and have maybe maybe have it so that we use a ship to just position it in the ship. But the biggest problem that I would have with that is that I would always have to fear that the whole thing just shears off the merge blocks. How are your experiences with the merge blocks? I hear a lot from my factory builder ship that connects with a... Yeah, but then I would have to carry around another ship, basically. So that's my biggest concern. I want to get a lot of the stuff into this ship, so I don't have to basically have to take a fleet with me. I have let me show that to you. Maybe some of you didn't see that. Oh, by the way, I finished the candy cane, but I'm not absolutely happy with the frontier. So I have the Duchessa on the top here, and having another ship docked to the top side or something like that, I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Or a follow me script. Yeah, I know that should be possible. Problem with that is the script sometimes, I see that more and more. For example, Tim. Tim in my world sometimes just stops to work, and I'm not sure why. So, by the way, that's the small ship I've built just to bring the nanite factory in and out. I would like to open up the ship again, and the candy cane. The candy cane is a style thing, Denver. At the moment, or here, I can do more with it. For one, I use it to connect up to smaller station where I can't maneuver the big ship too close to. And here I want to have the nanite factory on there so that I can maneuver it into a space where maybe the big ship doesn't fit in. And so, because the nanites have a range, they have a certain range that they work on, 500 meters or something like that. And the candy cane was a thing I started in Starmade, just as a nice way to elongate my ships for energy systems. It's a Starmade thing where you have to have long lines running through your ship, and I wanted to make the lines a bit longer just by sticking out the candy cane in the front. And I saw it on Homeworld, and I like the Homeworld style of ships. That's why I absolutely like the Duchessa, and the Duchessa has a candy cane too. It's here it has more function than on the Duchessa. On the Duchessa it's just with a connector and some lines that I can connect it to stuff. And it looks a bit nicer. Good. I will pull out the air here, and we will then go and come on. I'm still running into problems, or again I'm running into problems with the controls. I'm not sure what that could be. I think I have to reduce the amount of... Oh, is it too loud, by the way? Maybe I go a bit down with the volume. I don't want to have echoes in because I'm using my speakers here, and I don't want to have echoes in the microphone. So, Tim is not lazy. Tim sometimes just stops working, and I'm not completely sure why that's the case. I have the feeling Tim is a script, addict. Tim is a script that basically manages inventories. So if you have blocks that... Oh, I need to do something. If you have blocks that have inventories, you can basically connect Tim to them, and then, yeah. No, it's Teledines or something like that. Total, no, it's Teledines, so it's the modder's name. So it's a script that organizes your inventories. You can go and name inventories, basically, set up... I can't show that to you in a really well. You can basically set up containers and say, I want to have ores in these containers, I want to have components in these containers, and it works really, really well. You can also organize assemblers with them and refineries and all that stuff. It's the first script that one of the few scripts that I really, really like. And the thing with Tim is that sometimes, yeah, he's sometimes not on the right path. And I like the Tim script, but it would be nice if it would just sometimes work a lot better. So now the question is, we could have space in here. I need 5 by 5 at least, but I think having a bit more space is better. So we will carve out these blocks too, and then bring in basically two rows of airtight hangar doors like we had here, but we will turn them starting to use German again. Turn them 90 degrees, and then the problem will be that we really have to be precise while bringing something in here, because we can't use pistons. Pistons just break if we try to use them. I hope it's okay. I'm drinking coffee right now. So what we the whole nanite factory is 3 blocks high, and we need a space of 5 blocks. So I will go down 1 block here. I will bring the vertical, not the vertical, the airtight hangar doors. I will bring them on this level, so 1 level below the deck, so that I have a bit more space in here. At the moment, I have to the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. That's just not enough. We might want to also break up the ceiling a bit. What we could do is fit a connector to the ceiling, so that we don't have to connect the nanites up to the so German is your first language? How explain yourself how that works? So you were born in Germany, or your parents were born in Germany or something like that, and then you moved to an English-speaking country, or I don't know where you come from, so I shouldn't assume that you're from an English-speaking country. Maybe? Kyle Brown? Give me the explanation how that works. Just interesting to see where my people come from. So I will put Bitburg. Oh, okay. That's how that works. I would have to take a look how far away I'm from Bitburg. There's a beer coming from there. That's... Edek, stop! Austin, Texas. Okay, that's also neat. So, you... It's... Germany doesn't seem to be this traditional adoption... Yeah, bit. This traditional adoption country. So how does it... Personal questions. If you don't want to... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Denver. How does it come that the non-traditional German... Germany, not the typical adoption country. How does it come that Americans adopted you? If you want to answer the question, it's... Okay. So the airtight hangar doors, I need them back on the... The thing will be that we need space to the top, because I want to be able to drive the whole thing through the airtight hangar doors into the hangar, and then if it moves a bit, I don't want it to hit anything. So if we so that it doesn't bash anything, we might want to because to the left and to the right of it will be my cargo containers. So I want it to be as stable as possible and not hit anything. We need the airtight hangar doors. Come on. I really need to set up my PC. I really need to. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. Yeah, everything's fine. That's okay. Okay. Then that explains everything. Okay, I really need to speak German. No. Most of my people wouldn't, or most of my viewers wouldn't understand me, and so I want to keep it in English. Although, if you want to ask me something in German, I would be able to maybe ask some answer in both languages, just so I don't lose the English viewers, because the English viewers are, sorry, yeah, hard to say that, but English viewers are the most viewers, so I want to stick to their language. Ist ja wurscht. You are from the southern part. If you are from Germany, you are from the southern part. And I'm not sure if you're from. Okay, you're distracting me with questions. No, it's good. Distract me with questions. I love to answer questions, and I love to get involved with you all. Austria, okay. Sorry. But southern part. They're more to the south. A bit more to the south than I thought. But that's the same. I hope you can cope with the English. Again, if you want to ask a question in German or something like that is cool to me. If I can answer it in English or maybe in both languages, then I will certainly do that. I'm getting distracted. I need connectors. And I need merge blocks. One thing, by the way, if you build a ship the size of this one. Ah, okay. Yeah, I wanted to say Spangdalen is somewhere in Bavaria, or I'm not sure where all the air bases are. Okay, then. So we turn. Edek, don't try to buy me. If you want to give me something, I'm absolutely happy that you do that, but don't try to buy me out. That's not nice. Okay, this should be. Sure, I speak English as well, so I talk in English too. So my question is on what system you're playing. A system that's not strong enough to run Space Engineers. What is happening? This whole system here is... my system specs, I'm running an i5 3470. I hope that's right. My GPU is a NVIDIA GTX 960. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, and main system and Space Engineers is on a 128 gigabyte Samsung SD card, and then I have a lot of disk space for recordings and all that stuff. I'm running a relatively generic motherboard from ASRock, something WH77 or something. Don't ask me. Okay, give me a sec. I will try to do something without hopefully breaking my system here. Now the sound of these things get on my nerves. I have to turn that off. That's, by the way, that's the nanobot block. Nanobots, great stuff, but turn them off. They make noises. Let me try something. I hope nothing breaks. I'm running Sysoft Sandra now. That's one of these that's one of these how are your system specs things. No, you don't have Angered Clang, I think. Okay, my motherboard, just to let you know, is an H77 Pro 4 dash I don't know, MVP. That's something gamer from ASRock. Yeah, my RAM. I'm taking a look at that. Let me find it. It's DDR3 RAM. Is that bad? Oh, don't take a look at the. By the way, don't take a look at the system specs from Space Engineers. Don't. The system specs of Space Engineers are one of the worst things ever imaginable. One of the other Space Engineers YouTubers, how's it called? Wasted Space, I think, was it? Made, DDR3. Is, did benchmark tests, or pseudo benchmark tests, and no. They are wrong. Oh, more coffee for me. So, oh, by the way, Edek, I hope you're still there. Yeah. Space Engineers has really bad, not specs, but the Edek. Edek, stop that. You need your own money. That's enough already. Thank you again. I wanted to say something to Edek, and now I forgot what it was. You distracted me by giving me money. Thank you, Edek. I started with 8 gigabytes and 660. That was the first card I used to record Space Engineers, and at that time it still worked with that. I could record and use that card, but right now the specs are completely off the charts. I wanted to go for blast doors. The card I ran after that was a 760, I think. So I at one point needed to upgrade my card because the card broke, or was it the 660 that broke? I'm not sure, but I went from there straight to the 960, and let us say the graphics card is not the thing that makes the big difference, in my opinion. So that will be the entrance. We could put in. Whoa, 4,000. So in all 4,800 hours. So not only on Space Engineers. Okay, now we put in merge blocks. I want to... how do we do that? I don't want to make the whole thing bigger than it's necessary to be. Let us put down, by the way, the sun. The sun really goes on my nerves. Let me, not the display. By the way, here's the graphics card, GTX 960. I need the flares intensity. We need to put that down. That's much better. Okay, we need the nanite factory. Come on. Okay, this needs to go here. We will build that and connect up this ship to it, just to be able to... Okay, let me do something just to be able to... Oh, now I need the... Yeah. That's... I would like to buy such a good PC, but let us say at the moment that's not possible to put down that money, and so I will hopefully at one point be able to do that. And streaming, for me, streaming is... The problem is sadly not the computer. The streaming problem is mostly the... No, Edek, Edek, if you want to give me money, do that, but you don't need to. It's nice of you, though. So the thing is that here in Germany we have... I have really bad internet here, and I would need to move to get better internet, even if it's just in my town here, but I don't want to. No, Edek, you know that I don't do that too, and it's not an instruction. You know that it is not an instruction. It's just that I don't want to rob you. Basically. I wouldn't know how to repay you, Edek. That's the main problem. Kyle Brown, I'm going to upgrade to an... Yeah, someone suggested a Ryzen for me too. I took a look at the prices, and man, the prices are... I know that Intel CPUs are as pricey basically, but I was a bit shocked by the prices. I'm more of an Intel guy. I don't know why, but I want to have an... why is this not working? It needs more gyros. Let me fix that quick. I need more gyros on here. wanted to say something. Okay. I don't know who was that. Someone was it that said I should get a Ryzen and an AMD card. The thing with AMD cards is, and I don't know how they handle that now, if that's possible. Maybe you people know more about that than I do. But I know that that NVIDIA cards have an extra something to work with. Isn't the Ryzen an AMD CPU? I thought the Ryzen is an AMD CPU. Or is that something different? Then I might be just on the wrong track. The NVIDIA GPUs bring CUDA with them, and that helps while encoding video. And so I want to at least stay with an NVIDIA graphics card. Okay, then I need to go for an Intel card, for an Intel CPU anyways. If Ryzen is the GPU, I thought Ryzen is the CPU. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I know, Eric. I'm again. It's really nice to give me money, but don't go too crazy. Okay, can I? I need a way now to attach that thing, and I want to have it. I want to have it somewhere here. The big problem that you have with merge blocks is that I don't know what. So, if I put down merge blocks here, I need to stay away from walls and all that stuff. Otherwise, it might be that if I put some upgrades on here, that the upgrades merge with the wall or something like that. So I need to stay away from that. How can I achieve that? 5. And now I have the connector there. That's also a big problem. That is also a problem. So I need, if I put the connector here, how much space do I still have then? So this needs to so it really is the CPU, the Ryzen. Okay, this needs to go here. Now I could put is this in the middle? Oh no, I made a. This is a ship. This is basically my my version of the bigger version of the Duchessa. I love this ship so much. I want my own version of it, and I want to have it a lot bigger. So basically a ship that can do everything now. I've this is the third ship, the third ship that I plan out to do everything, and one is behind the asteroid. Let me go there and take a look at it. This one, I built it extra to be able to, yeah, again, do everything. But the problem that I had with it is that I started to fill it up with the machines and with everything. And it at one point just started to be a mess internally. And for the Duchessa, I did, don't know, a process of changing things and getting rid of this and then put something else in there and all that stuff. And the layout works out. So the layout kind of works. And so I said, hey, why not take the base layout of the Duchessa, make the Duchessa bigger, and then take the base layout and bring it into this bigger Duchessa. And at the moment it still checks out. So now I'm adding things to it, like the exchangeable nanite factory and all that stuff, but I have batteries in the front, on the other side jump drives, then refineries in the back, storage in below these thrusters, and at the moment these are still empty, but storage is here for now, and also I can dock my new pill miner, or not, yeah, the upgraded pill miner to it. It's not really a pill anymore. We had some discussions about it, if it's now a the thing for the behind region thing. Not a pill. So I the size fits, so I can put the pill miner on here, can take it with me, and okay. Yeah, no, I'm again, I'm aiming for an NVIDIA CPU, and again, as far as I know, I really then need NVIDIA and Intel and not AMD. I'm not sure how that works, but that's usually how I do that. So, okay, I have no, that doesn't check out, or no, we need to move this one position to back here. What do you mean, Warpic? What it should be. Okay, I'm connecting that back up, so these things can go here. And then I have the merge blocks on the same level as the connector. And this should keep it away from everything that the whole thing then could merge to, except the connector. And I think the connector is not really mergeable. So I mean, flight exploration, flying station. It's more of a, yeah, it's more of a flying station, a home on the go, to be able to build new stations from, to explore whatever needs exploring, and being able to process resources on the run, and. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is just too close. It's just too close. Hallo Marco. This is just too close. I hope it works out. It should. Let me set that up. I want to bring it in and then we test if it fits in here, if the ship is able to bring that in. One thing I always need to do is disconnect this small ship from the whole thing. That's one thing I realized. The whole thing goes bonkers if there's a problem with no, Edek. Again, I really like you and all that stuff. You don't need to give me money, really. Or what? Or should I go and yeah, you should leave more space for your hangar. We go to the hangar now. This is just the hangar for the nanites. Hangar. So hangar doors. Roll in, roll out. Come on. Roll on, roll off. I think is the real word. So hangar. This all is hangar space. And that's a really nice thing because for the first time I have a really nice hangar space, really laid out well. All the other ships I've built had hangar space that was not as nice and all that stuff. This ship has a good amount of hangar space. And again, I have basically the outside docking spaces, these, and then the hangar for small ships, atmospheric fighters or ships to go to interplanetary atmospheres or something like that. I need to rebuild all that. It's weird, but I had a lot of discussion with my audience about how I should structure ships and that I should get a style of ships going. And I really want to try to do that. I need this ship because we really need to think about moving or something like that. So I definitely want to have this ship for later purposes and all that stuff. And okay, let us try. Yeah, they really look great. That's the thing. The Duchessa is one of the ships you can find. It's one of the ships in game. It's not my completely original design. That's why I'm trying to get my own spin on it. And the ships in there are really nice, but you have a lot of styles. So a lot of ships with different styles that and man, there are people in the community that can build ships. I would really like to be able to build that way. I can handle stuff and I'm good at thinking how to not style my ships, but how to... Okay, let us try if we can... This is not a lot of space here. And again, this could end really bad. Especially if we maneuver the whole thing in here and then connect it up. If you fill the hangar like this, no, the hangar gets some connections to be able to connect up ships. Then I want to have, yeah, basically 1 or 2 ships for everything. I need. Let me finish that here, and then we take a look at what I need to fill in for the, or what I need to do with the hangar, basically. Okay, now everything needs to line up. Okay. A bit. I hope it doesn't snap too violently into place. Okay, this could end not well. Oh, I wanted to do something before we go and connect it up. Huh. I could use a camera here. Should I try that? Maybe a camera helps. Adrian, hello. Yeah, I saw it. But don't tell other people how they have to spend their money. That's not nice. By the way, I caught it within 10 seconds. That's not nice. Let me... Warpig, I'm trying to make that possible at one point. And you could always leave me a comment or something with something like that, but make sure it's an Imgur link or something like that, so I see that it is not anything bad. That is always nice then. But I think I don't have links in my comments deactivated. At the moment, I don't have. Don't do it here. Don't do it in one of the comments on the videos or something. Maybe on this video. That would help. Yeah, that's Kyle. I can feel you there. Nanite merge. We can always rename that later. Just because I like to see other people's ships, and again, I want to make that possible at one point. I really need a website or something like that for the future. It's all for the future, people. But the YouTube game needs stepping up, and so I'm trying at the moment. I'm trying to go back and be professional about the YouTube thing as far as I can be. And maybe some of you saw it because I now have end cards and I brought my intro back and all that stuff. Would you please toggle block? Warpig, I will accept that, but don't be a bad guy. If you interrupt me or something like that, then I will not hesitate to remove you from the list, okay? I hope you can understand that. Come. Why doesn't that... The whole thing with my buttons not working and the control settings not working is bad. Yeah, I will take a look later. Stay in the chat here. The other people need to see that too. If you now go and come on, why isn't okay? I want to have that so I can disconnect it if needed. Okay, I need to rename this thing here, and we will rename it to nanite. We need to rename all the things later. This is so bad that they made do that warping. That they made one thing I don't like about the changes is that they made it so that left click enters the control menu. So if you see something and if you have something with the yellow outline, you click on it, it goes into the control menu. If you go out of the control menu with the X on top, and I have to click multiple times, and it's not my mouse that's not working, it's the ship not the game not working right. It basically double clicks and then I go back into the menu, and that's bad, aggravating. Okay, let's try to connect that up and see how far I am away from everything then. Okay, this needs readjusting. I wanted to... No, I can't use the camera. That's not possible. Could we... And now I'm thinking if we should make... One of you had the idea. Kyle, did you have the idea? Make a ship out of the just make a ship out of the nanite module, and then we could lock that up in there and fly it out if needed. One of you had the idea. Hope you're still there. Maybe that's a thing we could do. Because then we could... Oh. Okay, now it's locked. Now it's locked. Question is everything locked? The one big thing I had is... Okay, now both merge blocks are locked. How's your experience with the merge blocks? Do you see that often that they lose merging? They shouldn't, or because these count now as welded blocks, basically. Well, yeah, Kyle, I will maybe take your idea and do something with it. What we could do is try to make it so that the ship, the whole ship, is this 3x5x5 block that we could fly around, and then we could just fly it. Okay, yeah, the pistons are the worst thing. We need to think about that. I will take this thing out, and then we try to make it so that we are maybe able to fly that thing in there on its own power. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but we will definitely try that. Okay, let me get the small ship in there again. One good tip, by the way, is set up your landing gears to auto-lock. I hope. Why is that not working? It's unlocked. It's unlocked and it should lock now. And I'm not sure where it... Okay, now it shows... Yes, now it's locked. Good, we can get in contact with the big ship. the results were interesting. Yeah, that's... Yeah, rotors attic are the same thing. Rotors are just the worst. Okay, we will try to unlock the whole thing again. Then I'd merge. Blocks off. Off. Oh no, I can't click it again. By the way, I have the feeling that that is a problem with the scripts. See that? Can we pull it out now? I think we can, or? It's not locked anymore. Okay, that's a good thing. So now we can just go and pull this thing out again. If we can fly that thing in there on its own power, then we wouldn't have to carry around a ship with us. Lock at 0, no problem yet. I had that, okay, the locking mechanism wasn't in there, but I don't know how much of you know that I have built a Mars rover, a big one. And this thing, let's say it that way, it flipped at one point on its own. And it's not nice. It got completely destroyed. And let's say I was a bit angry about that. Okay, I need space there. That's a good thing. So I could put a cockpit on here. Let's try that. I need a cockpit. I need thrusters. I need some a gyroscope and a reactor. Let's try it if that works out. Gyro. I can get rid of... Oh, I have a gyro. That's a good thing. Cockpit. We take the workhorse cockpit and then a reactor. And we will have to use modded thrusters. That's a thing. Because we will take this one. If we use modded thrusters, we can also use modded reactors. I know that these, for example, the flat thrusters are just 1 by 1 by 1 block. New? White? Let us test them out. The azimuth thrusters. I like the azimuth systems anyway, so have them here is good in any case. Let me catch up on messages. Currently I have so you could attach an antenna, a remote control block, a gyro, a small reactor and an ion thruster. You should be good to go. Yeah, all about conservation. Yeah, that's the thing, all about conservation of space. But we still have to do that, the conservation of space. We can't use these spaces because these are for the upgrades, and I still want it to be able to upgrade. Then we have to go and do something like this. And then like this. So up down motion. Forward, backward, can't speak English anymore. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Did I? It's in there the wrong way. Let me fix that again. Oh no! I wanted to have upward, downward motion. Okay, we have to put the... What do we have here? This is down. This will be up. Although it might be in the wrong space. Side by side. Side by side. Forward. Then we need something here. That's... We could... Could we use... let us... Problem will be... Is there something that could burn off? There is something that could burn off. The... Hello, Chozo! Hope you are well. Let me do something for now. You are crazy, Edek. Okay, I will have to do this so that I'm able to pull out the middle. Okay. I will get that back. And then I will put the one thruster in the middle. I'm good. I'm good. You see, I'm streaming. That is always nice. Edek is very nice to me. And I'm getting stuff done. That's always a good thing. So now I will bring back the merge block. Can get rid of this. Merge. And then I need to set up the merge blocks for the cockpit. And I should be able to remove these again without harm. So I can put in the upgrades. Where could I put a gyro? The gyro is the only space I would have for a gyro is this one. I need thrusters to the sides. I will put them here. I haven't used them in a long time, the azimuth thrusters. Hope they still are not too bad. Is that your time when you allow yourself a beer? Okay, the gyro will go on top. Did I place a reactor? No. Okay, the reactor will go there and we will put the gyro here. This thing looks like... There's a hard word that I could use here, but I think I will not. This doesn't look too well. But that's okay. That's okay. It's the first iteration of something like that. If that works, we can fly the thing in there, dock it, and remove it if we need. I need some uranium. I hope there is still enough somewhere. I should have enough. I'm the small reactor. I've put a small... Yeah, don't. Don't say it. I, I've put a small reactor somewhere in the ship, and there is uranium in there, a lot of it, and I need to dig it out somehow. It's somewhere deep inside of the ship. Let me grab some uranium. By the way, the reactor is completely overpowered for the ship. Completely overpowered. The azimuth reactors, although it could be that the thrusters themselves are completely overpowered, so it might be okay. See that? How the whole system works when there's no scripts or so running? I really need to... The scripts are good, but I really need to turn them off if I don't need them. At the moment I'm still building and all that stuff, and so... Ah, okay, Hofbräu. The Bavarian beers I'm not too fond of, but I can understand your... It's... For me, it's 11 p.m. You can drink as much beer as you want. I don't have coffee anymore, so I will switch to water. So now I will wait a moment for the thrusters to be built. I recently found out that I'm a real big fan of lagers, and I have to say that I really like Polish lagers. There is some Bavarian beers that I can really go with, but again I need yeah, the invisible kind. Yeah, I don't have beer here. I have a Belgian Trappist beer. That's a Trappisten. That's a religious. How's that called? A cloister. it's monks. Yeah, but monks that brew beer, and it's really strong stuff. Crazy strong beer, but really tasteful. Okay. Yeah, mineral water. Superchargers. The problem with that is that Tim has one problem. We talked about Tim today, and Tim has one problem. Tim is not really well off with building modded stuff, so Tim will not build most of the modded components. So if you get something like the superchargers or so, you will have to go and do it on your own. Where are the superchargers? Second. That's the problem. You shouldn't drink there. You shouldn't drink the mineral water or the water with I don't know, when you are streaming. That's not a good idea, because you have to burp. Oh, okay. That one is done, and it looks yellowish. I'm okay with it. Downward. Leinenkugel? Chozo, where are you from? I need to know that. If you are willing to. So it's an American thing or British or so. I'm here. The chat is going too fast. I need to go back a bit. Belgian brewery here called Adalbert. Okay, they made a quad that is amazing. Yes. Oh, thanks, Raven. What your favorite type of beer? I won't say anything about pronunciation. The Polish beer, you mean? Or yeah. You Americans have this thing for these how's that called, IPAs, and these small breweries now. And when it comes to beer, I'm really traditional. I have to say, everything else is nice, but when it comes to beer, I'm not a big fan of having honey in there and all that stuff. It's a weird thing. I have one of the guys from the Star Squadron server. Also, we did these. We talked a lot about beer, and he always mocked me with, I drank donut something beer today. And I was always, no, don't do that. Ja, Reinheitsgebot. GPAs. The question is German Pale Ales. What is that? Is that the GPA? Is that something like a Pils or a Kölsch? Because don't ever drink Kölsch. Yes, Polish beer, Żywiec. I think that's the standard, one of the standard Polish lager beers. The exported version is amazing. 5.6 volume percent. Is that right? Of alcohol. That is a really, really fine beer. Sweeter beers, okay, yeah. Then you're maybe a fan of the we need to do something with the gyro is too snappy. The thrusters are good, slow, that's nice. The Stiegel. I'm okay with Radler beers. Radler is a mixture, usually with citrus stuff. So it's a citrusy lemonade or something like that mixed into a beer, and that's one of the things where I'm okay with, because yeah, that's right, Edek. There's nothing better on a hot day to drink a nice Radler. I need to turn on the merge blocks. Yeah, why am I have put it on a button, so why am I not using the button? The question is now, will I run into problems? And I need to turn off. Okay. No, it isn't. No, it isn't non-alcoholic. There are non-alcoholic Radlers. Radlers. It's not right. But there are non-alcoholic versions of it, but usually it has 2.5 to 3%. And okay, we need to be able to turn off the thrusters. Thruster. And we need to be able to turn off the merge blocks. Because if we can turn it off from the ship, we don't need to turn off the power. I will go down with the power a bit. It's too snappy. 40%, that hopefully is okay. And we need to be able to turn off the gyro, because I don't know if I can turn it off from the cockpit. Use the Z key to turn off all that stuff. So I want to be able to turn it off from here. The gyroscope needs to go here. Toggle block on and off. Then we need the groups, the thrusters on 2, toggle block on and off, and we need the merge here, toggle block on and off. Blood thinners and grapefruit don't mix well. Best alcoholic drink, Irish coffee. Now you are bringing the hard stuff to the table. Irish coffee is, we're talking about a bit of beer. Irish coffee usually is a bit harder than all the stuff. By the way, Super Ghost, welcome to the stream. Irish coffee. Kyle, the good, yeah, that's the thing, that they will be hard to differentiate, and that's why I need to be able to turn them off from the cockpit, because then I can specifically turn off these systems. The good thing is that I can name the Empress, and the small ship will not change that. So I can name the ship the Empress, and the small ship, because I found out that if you merge 2 ships together, the smaller one gets basically renamed and loses its name if you connect it up. We can even go down more with the come on. Snap in place, please, and don't damage anything. Yes! Oh! Edek, how old are you? That's the first question. And how long are you together with your... Cold Fosters? Really? I'm not a big fan of grapefruit. I didn't know that. The fact is, no body to absorb certain key components of the blood thinners. Man, that's something completely new for me. That's good to hear. Not good to hear because, but good to know. Good to know. Good to know. That's. You can call the small ship the Edek. The problem is that it will always get renamed. The merge blocks make it so that this ship then loses its name, and I don't want it to lose its name then, because then I would have to always set it up to then. There is a way, I think, to just rename it. Oh man, that fits beautiful in here. We will keep it that way. That was a good idea, Kyle. Or, yeah, that we mixed there well together. Garlic is good for your blood and liver, but sometimes garlic, yeah, might not mix well with medication too. So, Edek, the only thing as an experienced man is take your time. 7 years is a long time, but take your times. Move in together if you do that when you're 18. Get everything worked out, like how is it with work, how do you work with money, and then decide that. Me and my wife, we waited 19 years, just so you know. Be careful with it. That's not a thing, but find everything out about your partner when you live together, and all that stuff. That's what I can tell you as a suggestion when you ask me about that. Take your time, and I will not say that you might fit absolutely perfectly well, but just take your time. Don't hesitate anything. It shouldn't be necessary, and we live in really modern times. It could be. If you're really, really religious, then you might want to think about that too. Yeah, plan and communicate. That's a good thing. Really, really take your time. Don't jump into it. Nanite door. Yeah, being married is a thing that you don't want to completely hesitate. I say. So fortune, that's a nice saying. I will keep that in mind. Fortune favors the prepared. Again, try to live with your partner if you are able to do that. That's a thing. I know that some people that live religion really, there is no real way of testing them, but try to live with your partner for a while if you can, and then work it out. Yeah. 3 to 4 is a good thing. 3 to 4 is a good thing. You can see that. One thing that you really need to do is live together. Live together for a while. Warpick, I finished this. It fit in here well. Doesn't look too beautiful, but as it's not meant as a work of art. It's meant of a very practical thing. The good thing is that I can upgrade this thing now and remove this one. Oh yes, yeah. Camping is a good thing, Kyle. Yeah, that's a good thing. You need to be able to. Hey, Mitch. You need to be able to stand each other, even if you have when you have no way to get away from each other, basically. So if you can stand camping a week, being on holidays for a week, and don't kill each other, then that works out. Then it should check out. I heard that somewhere. A German comedian or so said that. 2 weeks holidays. That's one of the most stressful things you can do. So maybe think about that. Man, that is nice. So we upgrade this now. And then we have a movable nanite factory. And I can remove the other one. No. Character tools. I need my welder back, although I'm not using it all too much. Good. Construction upgrade. I want 2. We will go for speed. A bit of cleanup. And okay, guys, this ship is big and has a lot of power. Should we just go for more speed, or should we go for power reduction too? The western part of Germany. I'm from North Rhine-Westphalia or North Rhine-Westphalen. Speed, yeah, Mitch, you're right. Speed is the right thing to go do here. I am living at the eastern end of the Ruhrpott. Ruhrpott is basically our the heart of the former industrial, the former black heart of Germany, the industrial part with coal mining and steel production and all that stuff. And I'm coming from the most eastern part of that, and I care for power, but having them really speedy is a nice thing. By the way, Warpick, I have the shield generators installed. Do you have any suggestions when it comes to speed when it comes to shield generators? Yeah, Mitch, we didn't see for a long time. Hope you're well. Hope everything is nice. I saw you in one of Epic Tech streams, in one of these cosmically epic streams. The Pennsylvania of Germany. That I know Pennsylvania, the name, but I'm sorry, I can't say. Is that the industrialized part of? It's again, we are the former. Now we go for, now that changed. The coal mines are getting are closed by now. We only have one running coal mine still, and all that stuff. No, I haven't been to Aachen. I'm living. Yeah, basically, Aachen is a long time through North Rhine-Westphalia to the west of me, basically. I could drive there by train in one, just hop into a train and then drive to Aachen, but I never was to Aachen, no. The shield generator, I don't know if it works. I only have one set up in the Rocinante. The Rocinante has a shield generator. Do they produce crazy lag? Maybe I should try to disable that then. Yeah, we had a lot of coal mines, a lot of steel foundries here. Yeah. Railway hubs. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that comes with the industrialization. Cologne is, yeah, Cologne. I'm not close to Cologne, but again, it's the same railway basically. Then maybe I have to. I'm a lot of kilometers away at the moment from the from the Rocinante. Although I could use the gate there, but I think then the game would crash. So I will maybe do that when I'm playing. Try to disable it and see if that changes something. Yeah, Mitch, Germany is not. I think we are a bit bigger than Ireland. I would have to take a look at that, but we're not the biggest country here too. No, Cologne is Germany. Um, I I usually don't dislike. I meet people, and if the people are not nice, I dislike them. The the languages I sometimes dislike. I don't, and sorry to say that, but there are people from the southern. There might be people from the southern part of Germany, but oh, Bavarian is such a crazy language, and the no, I can't. I don't know the English, but the eastern parts of Germany, the Saxons. I don't know. The languages are. Mhm. Yeah. See, I'm to the east of Cologne. No, 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 Chozo. That's everything's fine. The the speaking of Cologne, there's one thing. There's the A-Team movie. I don't know if anybody of you saw that. No, Bavaria is not the rednecks of Germany. No, 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 no. I will not. No, no, I will not give them that. There's a in the A-Team movie. There's a picture of the Cologne railway station with the biggest church in Cologne, the Cologne the Cologne Dome, and the or cathedral. I think it's a cathedral in the, and then and they write Frankfurt below that, and that's just it's just wrong. So it's not bad. But Cologne is a few, a few 100 kilometers or so from away from me to the west. I know that in the US the for some reason in the US the German Bundesliga is en vogue now. So watching soccer from Germany. I saw that because on the map I can tell you close to where I'm living is Dortmund, and that's in the western part of Germany. The big crown sign with the BVB 09. That's the Borussia Dortmund. That's the football club that's close to me. Oh, the Black Forest. I have a bit relatives. My mom has relatives in the Black Forest region. The Bavarians, the dialect. Ah, no, no, it's no, it's that we have far worse dialects. The Bavarians, I don't understand them. That's I don't support football clubs or soccer clubs. I'm not the monster sports supporter. The football club I'm supporting is San Pauli. That's a football club from Hamburg, and they play in the don't know third Liga somewhere. It's Silesians are the rednecks of Poland. Okay, I my parents were in Poland. I never was in Poland. I should get there at some point. A friend of mine always suggests that you can fly for really cheap to Poland, and we want to make a day trip somewhere there. I have friends from Northern Ireland, not from the Republic of Ireland, and I genuinely can't understand my Northern Irish friends. Okay, that's nice. We figured that out. Now we can talk a bit. I will sit down and we will establish air back in here, I think. Should we... Make a suggestion. Should we go for a force field in front of that door? Because we are well away from that, and maybe we could bring in a force field there. Suggestions? I like that you're now talking just with each other. Just feel that's right. Do that. Yeah, force fields are cool. We will test something. For the sake of the look, we will go and we will test. Yeah, for the sake of the look, we will go and remove these blast door blocks. I have friends that suggest I should watch Father Ted. Yeah, it would be neat if you could walk on them. Turn them on while I land. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Turn off the shields. Just turn them on. No. The shields are these airtight force fields, basically. That's what I meant by force fields. I will put some in here so that we can open the doors without having the hello. Without having the air rush out. Okay, come on. No. Okay, I'm in the way. It's not the ship. It's me. Yeah, that would be nice if you could walk on them. The problem is then nothing would go through them. Okay, we need to close that. Communist rule in France. No headache. There's a difference between socialists and communists. Force fields. But no politics. I'm not into politics today. I've broken my brain in the last few days with watching. I had some time, and after. Okay, we need to take a look at something. Okay, we have this is. Let us open the doors again, because I want to see if the blast doors here are airtight. No, they are not. That's too bad. That's too bad. So we will have to replace that. The plane needs both wings. Let me. So what? The shield mod is just energy shields or something like that. Let me take a look. Energy shields is what I'm using. The small shield generator and all that stuff, and then the upgrades for them. I'm not using any more things there. People, I will have to sit down and make a short pause. I will leave the game running, talk to each other, but I need to make a short pause. We'll be back in a second. Question, can I run an ad? I will ask you if I'm allowed to run an ad. Huh? Okay, I will run an ad. Hopefully it's not too bad, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Let me bring that to the front. Is there politics discussion in my chat again? Carlsruhe Studio. You know what one-winged fly makes? What sound does a one-winged fly make? Father Ted seems to be. I really need to take a look what that is and how good it is. Okay, we need to remove the, as sad as it is, but we need to remove the blast doors. They don't work out at all here. Then we need to set up some things with the connectors there. And then we can use this nanite factory, because at the moment it shouldn't be able to, or it will be able to pick stuff up. It's good, but it will not be able to produce stuff, at least not on its own. Okay, the projection construction can be turned off. Deconstruction. I want that. I want no mining. And then let me take a look in the inventory. I can't take it from here. Okay. 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 I will keep that in mind. Boo. Headache. I need to tolerate the politics speech now because did you see my video about I had a guy in a bus sitting next to me that was completely drunk out of his mind, and he said, "I am the reason that Trump is president now," and I was, what? Okay, don't remember there was an episode where Father Jackson So, okay, that works out. I need to be able to lock the... should we maybe turn that back on now? I normally turn off the gravity generators when I'm working on stuff, because if something of that stuff drops too much, then it hits like a bomb into anything. So we should be able to pressurize the the room again. Yes, yes, it works. Good thing. Okay, that works out. And now connectors. We need to be able to lock the connector. Connector 6. Why do I have... That's the side connector. I need to... switch lock. There's a leak. Where's the leak? Okay, ready to lock, switch lock, and it should be locked now. And now there should be a connection, and now this should be able to work, and we can remove this one. That's a good thing. SpongeBob. SpongeBob has some some amazing quotes. One of my favorite quotes is, "Can't you be dumb somewhere else?" And that's absolutely nice. Okay, let us clean this up then. And one thing I need here is I work a lot in the front here, and I think it's good to have maybe one of the oxygen generators, an oxygen generator in here. I think that's a good idea to maybe have. Let us clean this up. No! Oh, see? That's why I'm... That's why I should turn off the gravity in here. The problem with these things is that if they are full, they drop stuff like... Don't know, if you destroy a cargo container or something like that. Ah, everything's fine. The stuff that I lost I will get back, I think. And the nanites should be able to pick a lot of it up. Oh, I hope. I had this thing crushed one time by... No, everything's fine. This thing is still here. I still have to do one thing that one of you suggested in the comments that I will test out. Making screenshots with... so time lapses with basically screenshots that I take from a fixed position somewhere from a ship, and I really have to test it out. Time to go, time for beer. And okay, see ya, Kyle. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Give me a... yeah. An invite, and I will take a look at that. It's easier, by the way. I'm trying, or I want to set up a Steam group for stuff like that, because then we can share stuff there. And I'm still thinking about a Discord, although I don't like the Discord concept. So yeah, I'm not sure what we will do when it comes to stuff like that. Good, this thing picks up stuff. I hope I can remove it from there too. Set up with his sage cams. Maybe look into that. Ah, okay, I will take a look. I'm not watching a lot of Sage's videos. Maybe I should do that a bit more in the future. Let me... The oxygen generator. Nope. Oxy. That's the right thing. Okay, we need to turn it this way because now we can refill our bottles here. One thing we have to do is get rid of a lot of the ice and turn off the conveyor system. I know that a lot of people do that. I saw people on do that for Starmade too. Have ships basically. Yeah, Sage has a lot of good stuff. Hey Chandler, I'm good. Thanks for asking. I don't know. Sage is one of the YouTubers I don't usually watch. I don't know why. It's just that way. Okay, 50,000 we just need, because if the thing is full, I can't put the bottles in there. So let us... I will turn off Tim now. This is ridiculous. Or it's the amount of systems that we have. Yeah, Edek, don't get hurt doing that or something like that. His videos are interesting in a good way. I'm the thing is that mostly I run into Sage when don't know the most stuff of Sage that I watched is his usually his survival series with Last Stand Gamers and this Swedish guy, and I don't like their interaction. It's don't know. I'm how to say that, because it's not like that I don't like any of these, but it's nothing I like to watch, and maybe that's why I don't see a lot of Sage. Maybe I need to take a deeper look into that. I know that he's one of the technical guys there. The thing with most of the technical guys is they play a lot in creative, and I like to watch people play survival like I do. I know it's somewhat but I'm more fascinated by people do big stuff in survival than by people doing crazy stuff in creative. It's weird. It was always the way for me in Minecraft, for example. The same way. It's not that I say that it is bad in any way. I just don't. It's just nothing I completely like to watch. There's these different styles of how people play the game, and that's always good, especially on YouTube. He cancelled it? Sage is a strange guy, he mess up things. Thinks he's a genius. What did he cancel? Yeah, that shows. Again, I'm not saying that there's anything bad with it. It's the thing is I watch other people, and it's I there's only a few people I really can't stand on YouTube, and most of the stuff is, yeah, if I find something that I don't like to watch, then I don't do it. Again, there's people that can really do really cool stuff in creative, and I don't see that it's in any way bad, because again, there's people that build amazing stuff in creative play, and you can do most of the stuff. What I don't, it doesn't interest me a whole lot, because some of the creative stuff is just not possible in survival. And what YouTubers do is they get inspiration from each other, and that's what I'm doing too. So I'm getting more inspiration from people that do stuff in survival than people that do stuff in creative, because the creative, some of the creative stuff is just not possible in survival. Oh, did I? Am I? Wow, hit the wrong key. Missed a good portion of that, Raven. I hit the wrong key, or you did? Yeah. That's fine. Um, there's a lot of discussion over creative, and I'm doing creative, I'm doing survival, and there's no mix between it. That's not true, and you can the whole YouTube thing is personality driven, and you as viewers most likely search for personalities that you like, and that's a good thing. If you find someone that you really like, then basically everything they do is most of the things they do are fine. Hello, Gamer Karma. And so there isn't a whole lot of discussion about, I like him, but why do you like him? He's bad because. No, you like him because his personality is good for you and all that stuff. Takes any problem back to the YouTube homepage. Oh, that's the problem that I have mostly with. Let me sit down, lean back, take a sip of my, and we will just go into talk for a few minutes. I will go back and it's dark here. I hope that's okay for you. I will try to stare at something that's light, because otherwise you only see the black screen. The thing with creative and survival for me is, I'm playing creative for years. I'm playing survival for years now, and I can do that because you constantly have a challenge. And in Space Engineers, let's be absolutely true. Creative survival is not too crazy. You have to refill your energy, you have to refill your oxygen and your hydrogen, and then everything's nice. If you set up an oxygen generator and set up a solar panel, you are good to go for most of the time. So it's not a big problem to do survival in Space Engineers. But this small portion of things you have to do make me still like it and still play it for a long time now. Most of my hours in Space Engineers are recorded. You can all see that. And that's one thing that at one point drove me away from Starmade, for example. Because Starmade at some point takes over, and I need to get into survival. Yeah, get into survival. Starmade at one point loses completely the connection to this survivally element. At one point you have a ship that you can use to mine your asteroids, and then you are absolutely good to go for everything. So then it becomes a creative game. And creative is not what I want to play. And that normally also comes with the fact that I don't want to see it. I find the challenge of doing stuff like this in creative, although it's with mods, and we can argue about that too, helmet should wear it if you go into space. That building something like that in real survival with just your hand tools would be a matter of weeks and months, and that's all fine and good, the discussion. But yeah, in creative, I wouldn't even have to find the materials for that. I wouldn't have to build crazy drilling machines. I wouldn't have to build stations that I can use to process all the mined goods and all that stuff. And so that's my reason why I still like to play Space Engineers. Space Engineers can get boring very, very fast. in my opinion at least. And Space Engineers Survival keeps me going. And one thing I hope is that they at one point add more and more survival elements. I hope that they still decide to at one point add, for example, food or something like that, so that you keep having a challenge. That's one thing Minecraft did very, very well, is this keeping the survival element going. Although you could build automatic farms and all that stuff and at one point be able to, but you still had to grab your food, you still had to basically prepare it. And I played a lot of modded Minecraft. That makes life a lot easier there. But hey, that's the beauty basically of Minecraft, being able to constantly have a challenge. I make ships in creative that test them under survival and build them in survival. So that's my challenge. Yeah, that's a good challenge. That's a good way to deal with it. The game makes everything a bit easier with projections or with the nanites and it's good that you have stuff like projections, because you can take your ships from creative into survival and build them there, use up the materials for them, because then you still have to think about, can I really do that in survival? Do I have the materials for it all, and that stuff, and that's a really, really neat thing. I don't know why I'm back here, but we could set up some more assemblers. Maybe that's an idea that I have. And then think about ending it, because we are running close to 2.5 hours and it's getting late here. So by the way, these are the rooms I have on top. I talked about that in my series, that I basically want to have 2 levels in this ship. I don't want to have more levels, more staircases to build, more things to stack on each other. And that's one thing I did wrong with the ship that's behind the asteroid. There I have to go through so many levels and through so many things to reach the stuff I want to reach in my ship, that it makes the ways up and down through the ship, through this nook and this cranny. it makes it hard to do. This ship has basically 2 levels. I have doors down here, I have doors up here. This is the only connection. So if I want to, as the bridge and the main room, it should be the only connection. So I can go up the stairs, use the elevator or whatsoever to go up here, and then I can go through all the doors to all the other needed rooms. So back there are the reactors at the moment. Then I have a room with assemblers here, and the next room behind that is the hangar. Everything at the moment, everything is pressurized now. So I have every room pressurized. There's the back room, the room level down, and then the room behind that. That's not pressurized, but it's still open to space. I need to close that. But everything here is pressurized, so I can reach the hangar. Endless cargo ship mod, the PTL fast Korean. I took it and modified it. That's my personal light cargo. Yeah, that's what I did with the Duchessa. So the hangar has no lights at the moment. I need to bring that in. That was the aim, to in the end have a pressurized ship that I can fly around, and that has everything that I need to process my ores, to build and being able to set up more stations and build bigger projects around the world. we need to make a decision at one point if we maybe start a new world with this ship, because the world at one point just starts to crumble, and yeah, maybe it would be good to start something new there. The last time I started over was episode 400, so okay, this is the back room with the 6 azimuth fusion reactors. Yeah, be back then. I will do at least, I think, a half an hour I will do. I might add 2 or 3 more, 2 or 4 more, so I have a bit of space here, then add 2, 4, 6 more or so. Not sure. Problem will be that I need a lot of uranium to feed these things. I have a lot of batteries at the moment in the front, and I will try to put more solar panels on the outside. So this room, I have no purpose for it yet. I have to think what I could do with this one. The middle room again is for assemblers. 65,000 dry, yeah, that's yeah. I didn't take a look at it. By the way, see the stuff shows up in the TIM script. So if you have modded stuff, then you can see it here. But it will not be produced. You can always see that this is the amount that the TIM script tries to produce to basically keep stock. 170,000, 170 million kilograms. Whoa, that's big. In Space Engineers, that's big. I don't know how much. I can't see it at the moment. Let me. This is 23 million kilograms. But we will lock it again to the station. So this do I need more assemblers? Tim is doing a good job with keeping up with the 2 assemblers I have, but maybe we try to balance it out and have 2 more on the other side. By the way, I have a refinery in there. And that's a thing I need to do somewhere. Maybe we choose this room for them, for the 2. I always have a refinery that's not connected to Tim, because Tim will control the refinery. So if I stick stuff in there that I want to have, I want to, if I put uranium in there and Tim is connected to the refinery, then he will take it out and say, no, we have enough uranium. So, yeah, 170,000 tons, yes, in metric tons. Surfer breaker. Mitch, is that the only thing you have in the world, in your world, or do you still have other builds than there too? Let me get a refinery, an assembler. I need speed modules, and I need Yield. Okay, the assembler. 7. Turn it around. No, wrong. 7. Turn it around again. And then this. Yeah, that I figured. Would you be able to post it? Don't know, into a world, or how bad is the lag with just the ship in there? How bad is it? It must be crazy. Okay, then we have these two set up. I will... we need a room somewhere where we can... And I need to take a look at that too. I need an assembler that I can use for basically my private stuff. Okay, I need to copy this. This will be bad again. Oh man, 5 minutes to load in. Fairness, is actually not too big. It's 5 layers thick of heavy armor. Okay, yeah, then all the thrusters inside. Whoa. Whoa. 5 layers of... For what do you need 5 layers of heavy armor? Okay. Welcome back, Edek. These are set up, and then... Should I leave some space? I will do some spacing with conveyor tubes, because then I can remove these and put some more assemblers in. I will have some refineries on hold up here, and then just use them whenever I want to have some... Okay, how does it look? I need to... Okay, this is the backside. Can I turn that over? Or does it... Nope, that works out. That's a good thing. So that I have the... Then now I have the... Nope. That... Ooh, that doesn't work. So I need to turn it over. Now! That way. Now I can set up the upgrade modules in the back. We will go for 8 speed modules. 2 there we will not go for. We declared that power is not our concern, so we'll go for yield and speed. Someone said that you can only have certain amounts of yield modules. Is that true? Does somebody of you know that? Hangars tomorrow and upload it. Only took 3 hours to build because it was mostly spamming walls of flight. Safe journey of any vessel inside the hangar. Yoram, I got a question. 2 nanites. So you're having to the problem that they won't produce anything with your assemblers. I never tested that in the last time Warpick. The thing is that I'm using Tim, and Tim and the nanites production don't behave really well together. So these are yield modules. The thing is that the nanites produce, and because Tim can't see the stuff in the nanites inventory, it always they conflict, and so I decided to turn that off, and I'm using Tim to produce everything. That's why I have the auto assemblers here that automatically produce until a certain amount is reached, and then they just stop. The amount has something to do with, I think, the amount of storage space you have. And then they just stop producing, and the nanites can then gather that stuff and build with them. It's a suggestion. If you have a lot less mods than I have, that's maybe a good idea to make it that way. Otherwise, I don't know. I could take a look, but the assemblers, the problem is that using the nanites to produce was always really wonky for me. So that's the only thing I can tell you there. That I always had the feeling that it doesn't work too well. So let us do something. Why am I in the air vent? I wanted to go for the refinery control panel. So use conveyor system off. A violent child. Yeah, Tim is Tim. Yeah, again, I don't think that's a problem that Tim has with the nanites. It's, I think, more a problem that the nanites have. There is no the inventory set up with the nanites. Let us take a look at it. The inventory is set up with the nanites. We will go for one of the nanite factories. So there is no inventory set up. So they have an inventory, but there's no thing that says now the inventory is full. And I think that's a problem, that the inventory that's in Tim in the nanite doesn't count as inventory. That's why Tim also can't pull anything out of the nanites. That would be neat if we could just say, okay, just let the nanites have everything they want, and once in a while just whoop, pull everything out. That's one thing you can do with a timer or with with a timer or by hand. But it would be neater if conveyor sorters, that's the thing. So you Tim doesn't see the nanite factory. It doesn't count for Tim. That's the main thing with the nanites. Okay, I need to move this stuff to here, and we will move this stuff to here too, because then I can remove this refinery without explosion. No! Oh no! See, I wanted to say something about I can remove it without explosions. Nope. Clang, Lord Clang took it away from me again. Close the ship as fast as possible. That's the worst. And I didn't yell any bad word. Did you see that? There was no curse words. Okay, I need conveyors. I need conveyor here, here, and here, and then some conveyor tubes here and on the other side. This way now we can close it up, can put in, it's good that, and I have double walls here. It's the, sometimes gravity and the how's the gravity in here? No, the gravity is 1G. It shouldn't be that bad. Sometimes it can happen when you, for example, have overlapping gravity fields, and that's that's definitely a problem I have here. Then you sometimes run into the problem that, okay, now the room is airtight again. The here the in between the two levels is basically one block room, and then that room is yeah, there were some curse words, but I'm always trying to be as clean as possible. That's one thing I always discuss with, not always, but I have some people that really like me being clean in their language, in my language. That has to do with I know that some people, and that's a good thing, some people watch my videos with their children, and then I want to, yeah, I wouldn't be that way, but I want to not bring words to other people's children, at least not when I'm, it's hard to explain, but hearing a curse word on a show or something, not in person, then you can't give an explanation why there was a curse word and all that stuff. And so I'm trying to not do that, because other people on the internet might not like me using curse words when it comes to their children, and then I want to stay away from that. And so no curse words, at least in my Space Engineer series, is the right thing to do. These should be able to work now, but it might be that's what some people really misunderstand. I'm not a nice guy. I'm not a bad guy also, but I'm not, I will curse like a sailor if I can, and if I'm not on the internet, and if I'm not speaking in front of people that I don't know directly. Some time ago, that having a lot of conveyor junctions can affect performance. Yeah, a lot of conveyor junctions. I'm trying to use not too much. In earlier builds, I mainly just used conveyor junctions. So, charge threatening with cadets in military schools. Whoa! No, that was not. No, no. I was relatively free in my language, and I was not threatened with. I was not allowed to have toy guns. That's just Oh, who's talking about all that thing? Oh no. Oh no. That sounds bad, Mitch. It's not a thing. Let me turn off the conveyor system. So, it has to do with me being able to put stuff in there deliberately. Refineries that are not set up to work with Tim will just produce stuff, and that messes with Tim. And I don't want Tim to be to be confused in any way. And the thing that I need most is uranium. As much as I like these things to produce, I want uranium to be produced here. Yeah. I heard somewhere that it might be one of the meme posts, but I heard somewhere that people that use a lot of curse words are mostly more honest than other people. That doesn't weigh up their dirty mouth, but at least that's a thing that we might have going for us, people that it's we can go in full circle and come back to the part where I live in Germany. My father was the first person that didn't work in a coal mine in my family, and that went to school and that did a different job, and that then later studied and And my household has this, oh man, we can use words, hui. But on the other hand, we can be really eloquent with talking, and we can be really, and it's a nice thing to have going for you. That you can basically live. Yeah, you can do both. Be a crazy foul mouth if you need, but if you don't need, then you can stay away from that and be able to talk to people in a really nice and modest tone. Let me catch up on the chat. Yeah, younger siblings also a thing. In my opinion, it's better to. I'm starting with the German again. It's better to. How to explain that? To not hold back. So your siblings will get the curse words anyways, but let them know that this is not a way to go. That you need to know the people that you can do that around, and that you and all that stuff. It's an explanation is better than just to not allow that. But that's my opinion. People can do it however they want, and that's why I'm not cursing in my videos, because I'm trying to give the people their way to address curse words however they want, and not that I have to do that. Yeah, messed up. If I'm driven to Uh, oh, Mitch, that sounds. Oh man, now we're really talking the adult stuff here. Good, good people. I think I will sit down somewhere. We will talk for a moment. And can I open my helmet? No. Where is it open? Where is it open? Where is the opening? Oh, I know where. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Let me get here. And then we dig a bit here. Here must be the opening somewhere. This, I believe, is it. This must be it. Hopefully that closed it off now. The parts to the front are open to space. Yeah, that's a good way to do that, Eddie. Did you just call me a... Okay, there's... Okay, now it's closed off again. Now I can take off my helmet and we can sit down for a moment, watch into space, talk for a moment, because I'm running close to 3 hours and that should be enough for today. Ah, that's the best feature that you can turn that off now. Isn't she nice? I have to put more solar panels on there and have to put some on the bottom. 2 big empty. That's always a thing. You have to break that up a bit. This the smoothness. I'm trying to learn that. It's when small children do it. Oh, you know you did something wrong. Verbal arguments with that are just there to insult each other don't work. If there is no arguments and just cursing at each other, that doesn't work. And then I also would say, just if it just comes to that, then just box it out. So an explanation is always good then. Better to tell her that is a bad word and that there is times where you can use it and times where you can't. But it's small children saying curse words. Sometimes I find that hilarious. It's not a thing you want to have, but I absolutely find that hilarious. Yeah, that's the thing. Tell her. By the way, little boys shouldn't do that too. Little girls, little boys shouldn't do that. It's good, but again, you have to. The thing is, you have to keep your composure and be be very. Oh no, that's nothing. And when she leaves the room, you can roll on the floor. uh, so. Oh man. Good. We did a lot today, and that's a good thing. The ship takes more and more shape, and the things we have to do in the near future is to smooth it out a bit. By the way, can you see that in the back? I'm still working on the station because I basically promised not to forget that. We will just take a look at it for a second. Just for a second. Something's happening. Ah! I always forget the helmet. So I'm working on this section of the station. I want to, don't know, quarters, something like that in here, and I will remodel this docking section. Also, we will do that in the next episodes, so that I can basically finish this station, have it look finished at least, and I have the reactor room here with batteries and the refineries here and assemblers. You saw that in the videos, but that will be a section with basically living space and all that stuff. Thank you. I think it takes shape, and I need to learn to finish things. At least finish things that way that they are presentable. I also want to do something with the laser antennas. I need to change this up. I need to do something about this. Problem is that I don't know how. I need to go back and forth and maybe set up some more laser antennas somewhere, or take a look how to disconnect them and then reconnect them to other things. And I need to change this out basically, so I want to make a space for the big ships somewhere there then. This here in the front is the parking space for eventually another miner, and yeah, the atmospheric freighter here basically. So, oh yeah, I need to design something similar again, but it needs to fit into the ship. Everything work I still have to do, and that's good. That's a good thing. That's space engineer's survival for you. There's constant work going on. You finish something and then you think, oh, maybe I could do this and that and change this and that. That's a good thing. So, let it wind down now. 3 hours is a good amount of time, I would say now. Whew. Are you? I wish we could make is extendable. Yeah, airtight docking booms would be neat. Did you like it? Are you happy? Were you entertained? Oh, headache. Yeah, being bullied. It's don't know. It's a reaction I at least can understand sometimes. Then. Let me save the game. Very extend. That's good. Hope you liked it. Good thing. Chozo, good thing. That's good to hear. I will tomorrow or so. I will make that thing public. If you have any more comments or so, then leave that there. And again, I'm always talking about that when I stream. I'm trying to do that more. Um, it's a good way to have people look at your stuff. That's a good thing about streaming on YouTube, and it's good to be in contact with the people. So I'm trying to at least stream every 2 weeks or so, but there needs to be time for that. There will be more things in the future I need to set up. I'm at the moment setting up things for YouTube and everything surrounding YouTube, and hope that I can get more and more into the game. The next thing will be I need to wipe my computer and reinstall everything, because I'm running into problems with Windows 10 that I need to address. And I'm trying to fix some problems by wiping my system, installing everything new, getting rid of some stuff that I've installed that I might not want to have installed anymore, and all that stuff. So, and again, I'm also trying to do this community thing a lot better. I need to react to comments a lot earlier, and I need to set some other ways up to have you people get in contact with me or something like that. That's stuff that always helps for some reason, and I need to get a lot more professional with this head. Oh man. Okay, I think I'm done for today. If you still have something to talk to, I don't know if you can you stay in the chat although I closed the stream. I don't think, or I'm using it's a German microphone, a Thomann SC440. That's a USB condensator microphone. Bought it because my G36 headset from Logitech just broke, and I needed a better mic. It has some problems because it has this noisy USB crackling sometimes, but with I can filter that out with my editing software, and so everything's nice. Warpic, sorry, what question? Ask again, please. Sorry, I might have not seen it. Let me get out of the game. Black screen for a moment. I will turn off the game. That makes my life a bit easier when it comes to reacting to you. It has a good quality for it. It's a relatively cheap microphone, $60 or so. Yeah, you can ask me. You have my contact now, and then ask away. Thank you, Chozo. At the moment, I have the feeling it's not enough. But I'm close to reaching 2,500 subscribers, and it's not a lot of you space engineers guys that are with me, and I'm trying to get better and better with that. My channel is running fairly well at the moment, and my views are going up, and I really enjoy that. Space Engineers finally has caught on, and I hope that in the future we get more and more people with us. And yeah, let me take a look how much it really is. Oh, I just reached 2,500 subscribers. just reached them. And the thing is, that's absolutely nice. It's a good evening. It's a good evening. And the thing with that is that I want to do more and more. Yeah, the 10 pound make my evening even better. I will not get it by now, I think. I think it will be paid out with the rest of the YouTube stuff. I'm not sure how that works. So we will have to see. But thanks again for it. It's that I really appreciate that, because that's the aim on YouTube is to get better and better, to have more and more people watching you, and eventually being able to, don't know, do it as a part-time job or something like that. And that stuff really helps, because hey, I'm trying to upgrade my PC at one point. I'm trying to do all that stuff to be able to still make content. My first YouTube money, for example, went basically into my recording hardware and all that stuff, and it's all this stuff really helps. So thanks for watching it. Thanks for clicking the like button and all that stuff. That's really a thing that I absolutely appreciate. It's not enough. Good people. I will end the stream now. Thank you for being here. I really hope you liked it. If you did, then please leave a like on the video, leave comments and all that stuff. That really helps me out. And hopefully as soon as possible again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And Edek, thanks for the 10 pounds. Thank you.